So you do SAP Consulting? Yeah, yeah. I make, about 200 plus an hour telling companies that, their business processes are all wrong. Oh wow, that's a lot of money. Yeah, and they still don't listen. I just wrapped up a project and I told them this won't work and they said, "Do it anyways." And now they pay me again to fix it. They pay you twice? Welcome to SAP. We sell the problem and the solution. It's beautiful. What is SAP actually even? It's a enterprise software that runs everything in your company. Finance, HR, inventory, sales. It costs millions and takes, multiple years to implement and nobody really understands it. Even you? Especially me, yeah. And I just know that, more transaction codes than everyone else. That's the whole job, basically. What do you mean by transaction codes? What is that? Yeah, SAP has like 100,000 different screens and options. Each one has a code. Like, for example, VA01 is for sales orders, MMO1 is for materials. I maybe memorized like 50 of them. The rest I just Google. You Google SAP codes for 200 plus an hour? I Google everything for 200 bucks an hour, but I do it confidently and clients think I'm a genius. And how long do these projects usually take? Clients ask, usually 6 months. Reality, 3 years minimum. Why? Well, because they want to, customize everything. Can SAP do this thing? Can it do that? We've been doing this for 30 years. Can you just make this change? And we'll spend, 300K making it do it anyway. That seems like it's super waste of time. Yeah, that's my mortgage payment right there. The last client spent like 2 million customizing a process they could have changed basically for free. And did you tell them? Of course. They said, no, we need it exactly like our Excel spreadsheets from 1997. So I billed them like 2,000 hours and bought a boat. You have a boat? I have 3 boats, yeah. All paid by companies who refuse to, change their processes. What do you actually do then? Meetings mostly, requirements gathering, UAT, go live planning. I'm in hotels, 200 days a year explaining why their timeline is basically impossible. And do they listen to your advice? Never. They say we're going to go live in like 3 months. I say you haven't finished enough, configuration. They go live anyways. System crashes. I got to fly back. And then, there's another 500 hours that I can bill. This is a scam. It's consulting. And I'm not even the most expensive one. Big 4 firms charge like over 400 bucks an hour for the same work. For what? Basically the logo on the PowerPoint. Companies pay extra for, Deloitte slides or PwC deck. That basically says the same thing that I do. Do you actually enjoy it? I'm basically, never home, live in Marriott's all the time, eat a lot of airport food. But, my hourly rate's over 200 bucks an hour, so it's kind of worth it. That's actually pretty sad. Well, that's SAP, projects that never end, clients who never learn, and consultants who retire at like 45. Hold up. Yeah? Ah, really? Okay, yeah, I can fly out by Monday. Yeah, 250 an hour? Make it 300 and I'm there. All right, let's do it. Yeah, another go live disaster. They ignore my recommendations, like 6 months ago. And now production's down and they're begging me to come back. Are you going there? For 300 bucks an hour? Yeah, hell yeah, I'm flying out there tonight. This is my fourth emergency basically this year with the same client. Why do they keep making the same mistakes? I don't get it. Because basically fixing the root problem would cost like 100K, but paying me to band-aid it forever costs like 2 million over 5 years. So that's corporate logic basically. Well, this makes absolutely no sense. Welcome to enterprise software. Nothing makes sense. Timelines are friction, and everyone just keeps paying consultants until something works.